In this video, I'm gonna take these beat up 370Z lights and hook them up. Stay tuned. Yo, I'm Chris and you are at FlyRyde, where I build custom lights. I show you what parts I use, how I install them, and why I chose those parts to begin with. And we are gonna get back into the 370Z series as I start to do the modifications. Now I am gonna do the demon eyes. That's this little guy right here. I'm gonna install those demon eyes, but that's gonna be a separate video that I'll attach to this one later. So for right now, you can click right there. You can learn a little bit more about what demon eyes are, and you can see the product on the website as well. Let's jump into this build right now. I totally wasn't even gonna do this, but I'm gonna film just a couple little parts about this 370Z bezel, how I take it apart, because this will be part 2 video of the series on the 370. So I've got these things stripped. These need to go to paint right now. These need to go to paint too, but they've got a bunch of extra stuff on there. So specifically that guy, I'm gonna show you what to do. Before that, I'm gonna put on a glove. Parts like this are super annoying. If you're gonna do any custom work on your own car, beware, this is not an easy step to do. If you're doing this for a customer, charge more. Here's why. That silver paint that you see on there, that's all on top of clear plastic, which means that if you want to change that to black like we would normally be doing, but we're not in this case, we would have to mask off all of the clear. And look at the shape of the clear. It's very weird, which means the mask is gonna have to be perfect, or there's gonna be paint runs that then get on that clear, and then it kind of messes up the project. If you can see, there's all these little sections on this orange plastic where it's literally, it's like welded or melted shut. It's attached to this chrome piece. We need to take it off because we're actually gonna paint this chrome piece black. Since we're removing it, I'm actually gonna use the ultrasonic cutter, and I'm gonna slice just where I can see that it's actually been kind of like melted into place. Here's an alternative method. Obviously, if you don't have an ultrasonic cutter, you can use something like a regular razor blade like this. It's gonna be sharp, it's gonna be dangerous. You probably at some point in your efforts will slip and cut yourself like I've done a million times. Yeah, there's that. But anyway, all I'm doing is wiggling it back and forth. I can feel where it's letting go. It's like right there, I can see just a thin little weld. And anytime you have something where it's got a lot of leverage like that, I'm gonna be careful, because that makes it super easy to snap somewhere right around here. If you're gonna be prying in any way, more towards a part of it where the whole thing at once can get pried, instead of it putting all of that pressure on one little point. Whew, that was not graceful, but it all worked. One of my favorite parts about where I have FlyRyde is that I have these awesome neighbors that do all sorts of crazy things that we can network together. And Danny here has the vinyl plotters, he has a sticker company, and then a couple doors away I have Jim, who does all the custom paint. So I work with those guys, they help me out big time. Big shout out to both of them. All right. So I grabbed this just so I can check fitment. I just want to make sure it wasn't going to cover everything up, but it looks like that'll actually look pretty cool. So we're going to see what happens. I have no idea, but Danny hooked it up with the sticker.
Later.
Parts just got back from paint. Now I did have them do a little test, and it was for the video that shows how I strip the chrome off of parts. So this is just a little teaser for that one, because it is coming up soon. I keep talking about it. But the more important thing in this video is the 370Z part. We're gonna lift off the sticker and see how well a light is gonna shine through to light up that FlyRyde logo. So let's do it. Well, we'll see how good that looks where the sticker's at. I'm kind of scared to take that off. That's gonna be weird. All right, let's go for it. So like always, I'm learning as I go. This is what I have found out. If you're not very careful about the edges, you can kind of just lift a tiny little bit of the paint. My focus is just getting that symbol and the word fly to come out perfect on this try. Well, it's not perfect, but it's pretty cool. So learned a bit. I think it'll be cool for some future efforts. Again, it looks really, really sharp where it is perfect. So overall, I mean, it's gonna look awesome. So here we got a set of the lenses from my buddy Eric at THC. I will put their information below. We're talking about some demonized and etched lenses, so we'll show those right now. I've been wanting to open these things a bunch lately. I haven't, specifically just because the lights weren't ready and I got everything back from paint, as you saw, and fiddled around with that sticker earlier. So we've got etched lenses. These are honeycomb lenses. You don't have to make everything yourself. You can just have connections with the company like Eric at THC. He keeps these things on deck because he knows we're gonna need them. So this is 370Z, they're STIR lenses. Let's check out this honeycomb. Ooh, dang, it does look pretty dope. So it's etched on the back side. In order to get something like this, you don't have to make it. You don't have to have a bunch of money. Your work gets to look better because it has an etched lens and you put something like a demonized. That's all I'm doing for these 370Z lights. Paint, demonized, etched lens. Super dope, super common build. If you're a builder, this is how you make money right here. Keep it simple. I just had a nice long conversation with my dude right here that I want to introduce. He's going to tell you a little bit about what his plans are and how I've tried to at least give him a little bit of advice on it. Maybe you'll take that same advice.
Hey you guys, my name is Jesse. So I live down in Orange County. Earlier last week I actually saw one of Chris's videos, and to me I was like, whoa, it's very informative, very straightforward. It's something that I've been wanting to do for the longest time, but I just haven't been able to find the right video to help me out until I saw FlyRyde. At least one of the things that I want to do later on in the future is start making my own headlights. So I came all the way down here just to sit down, talk to him, see what I can learn from him. Teach me the basics on what I should start doing first to see how exactly I can start doing my own thing as well. I really want to say thank you to Chris for just making that whole day to talk to me.
So huge shout out to Jesse for coming by. I appreciate just the eagerness to want to learn. Super cool kid. So you guys definitely go follow him on Instagram. And I have a spot available for about 4 more guys. I want to include you on something where I follow your progress as a builder that's just getting started. So I'm looking for a few different types of people. I don't really want to necessarily say what those people look like and, I don't know, profile you. Although I can, it doesn't matter. It's not a job. Anyway, hit me up if you're interested in me following your journey and including you on the channel, just like I did with Jesse, and you'll see more of him coming up soon. And if you didn't already, you might want to subscribe to this channel and hit that like button and do all the good things. Okay, let's go. So all I did, I used a little bit of some 22 gauge black wire, and that just acted as kind of a little barrier on the top and on the bottom to pinch underneath this guy. So it's not going anywhere no matter how much I shake it, and it looks so freaking cool. So we finished up. They still look pretty gnarly, but let's go ahead and open up this app really quick. I'll at least connect it and show you how we pair it. So right there it says tap to pair. So I'm gonna tap it. Now it says that it wants to go by the module. So I know I have it here on the ground and paired. Okay, so now that it says it's paired, it wants me to say, I get it, I don't want to do bad stuff on the road, and we're in business. Business, it's the business. So we've got our little glowy FlyRyde logo and the demon eyes. After these things get polished up, we're gonna have a much different situation here, but I'm pretty excited about it. For now, we have a couple cool things that we can do. We can just stick them right on a regular show mode. Let's say that dude only wants to have yellow, red, and orange like these, right? And say he really likes that style. So we can slide over here, we can say set as default, and we'll say on startup. And so now, if we make any changes, I think this is such a cool feature. If we make any changes, and then let's just say, being at a car show or whatever, you turn the things off, you got like a button that kill switch like this, and you turn it back on, and immediately it goes back to that thing that we just saved as the startup sequence. So definitely a cool thing that you can do. You can also modify all of these different animations, change the colors, save different ones. We can turn that to, let's say, yellow. And there it is. So quite a busy day. That is gonna do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.